Hi, presenting NIGHTWATCH, a multi-agent threat detection system. What does it do? It identifies all the threats present in your organization infrastructure. We have four different agents: scanner, tracer, advocate, and commander. Each of them has their own responsibilities. Each of them has multiple indexes in Elasticsearch, and what they will do is they will scan through those data, find certain thresholds, and they will discuss a chain of events. And finally, commander will say that whether a particular threat was an actual threat or a false positive. It's gonna assign and score. So let's see what on the dashboard. Four threats were identified today. Commander said it had 83% confidence in it. Seven hunts were done. So we have a hunt every hour, or we can also manually trigger by clicking on it. Or you can also go to chat here, ask the commander any such activities in my network in the past 1 week. It's gonna think, and until it comes up with certain results, we'll go to dashboards here. uh, we have it clearly break down which threats were critical, which were high. So let's dive into what is a threat here. So we have all the list of threats that has been identified by our multi-agents. We are gonna pick the one which has the highest confidence. It's a multi-stage intrusive with brute force, lateral movement, credential theft, as well as data exfiltration. A lot of things are happening here. We are gonna see what did the agents do for us. They identified the actual timeline from the logs, scanner and tracer. They find out what actually happened and what timestamp. Each of them presented their own findings. The scanner found that the particular host was authenticated to six hosts within 1.5 minutes. Tracer traced it to a chain of events. It identified what did the host do at each step. Advocate tried to tone it down, saying there was a planned deployment, but it couldn't, saying that this does not explain the large-scale attack. And finally, commanders gave a verdict of 95%, saying that this is not a legitimate business justification, and we need to flag this. We have so much reasoning what happened here. It identified what kind of servers were affected, workstations were affected, and what happened in those particular servers. Data was exfiltrated, data was compromised in this particular workstation. We also have what kind of Elasticsearch queries were used by this particular agent site. You can also easily trace through your logs for that. Now we'll go to threads. What we'll do is we'll pick this one up: actual active credential harvesting and lateral movement. What we're going to do is we're going to say mark it as false positive. Now it will be flagged to a senior analyst, and it will go to review queue here. We'll go to rejected here, and we have all of these threads that were escalated. We'll go to rejected here. Suspicious large outbound transfer from mail server. We are going to view this thread, and what we are doing is we are going to confirm that this was an actual threat, or we are going to mark it as false positive, right? Now we have all the hunt history. Each hunt will say what kind of threats were detected in it, and we have an exception patterns that stores false positive data, so that the next time certain kinds of actions are happened, we know that this is a known pattern, and we don't again mark it as actual threat, right? I will go to Elasticsearch agents and tell you how these agents will work. As you can see, we have this scanner, tracer, advocate, commander. Each one of them has certain roles here, and each one of them has their own tools. We are gonna go to tracer. We're gonna go back to chat here and see if we found any particular activities in the past 1 week. And it said yes, it did found activities, and we are asked to take immediate actions. We have to disable John Doe's account. We are gonna have to reset passwords for this service account, and we are going to have to schedule. We have to remove this scheduled task from this particular host, right? We can also create a thread record from it. So as you can see, this multi-agent system, it truly cuts down the part of threat discovery or escalation, as well as it does a lot of work to hand you what was compromised in your system. So yeah, that's it. That was the idea of NIGHTWATCH. to secure your organization infrastructure, and this is Commander. It has lot of tools, and finally, this is our night watch. This is how it will look like. We also have an activity feed, and we have two pending reviews to do. So yeah, that's it.